Hey everyone, today is July 12th, 2025. So, I found some really interesting connections I want to share with you guys with July 16th, starting with the Golden Gate Bridge. So, the bridge was completed April 19th, 1937. Well, to July 16th, it will be exactly 88 years and 88 days old. So, on May 27th, 1937, the bridge opened with 88 date numerology, right? 5 plus 27 plus 19 plus 37, right? Not only that, back on April 15th, 2024, the bridge was shut down due to protesting the war in Gaza. And not only was the bridge shut down, but it was shut down at northbound I-880, and southbound at I-880 near 7th Street, 7th and 5th Street. Well, from the time that Golden Gate Bridge was shut down to July 16th, it's 457 days. That is also the 88th prime. And by the way, I actually made a video talking about this day in San Francisco and something possibly happening with the Golden Gate Bridge on April 15th. That was Paul Pelosi's birthday. Remember the Key Bridge that collapsed on March 26, 2024? That was on Nancy Pelosi's birthday. And so I was looking at Paul Pelosi's birthday and I saw that he was from San Francisco. And I just, somehow this connection clicked in my mind with the movie Ghostbusters. They talk about the key master and gatekeeper. And so I'm thinking, well, you got the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, and you had the Key Bridge that collapsed. So it actually happened that we had an event. But obviously the Golden Gate Bridge didn't collapse, but it was shut down. But now, as I just said, it's 88 years, 88 days after the bridge was completed, and also the 88th prime after the bridge was shut down on the same day that I-880 northbound and southbound was also shut down. On top of the 88 connection with Trump, because from the day that Trump was born, it's 28888 days with the end date included to July 16th. Now I want to go back to an article posted by CNN. 1 year after Baltimore Bridge collapse, NTSB finds 68 U.S. bridges that need to be assessed for risk of collapse if hit by a ship. 68 bridges. Well, 7/16, the date we're looking at, has a numerology of 68. And it's also 3 months and 26 days after this article was posted. By the way, they posted this article with 68 numerology. And 3 months, 26, well, that matches the day that the Baltimore Bridge collapsed on March 26. Now look at from the date that the Baltimore Bridge collapsed to July 16th. It's 68 weeks and 1 day. Just 1 day from being a perfect 68 number. And the day that this bridge collapsed was on 86 numerology, the 86th day of the year, which is a backward 68. So when I think of bridge collapses in California, one of the possibilities you think of is an earthquake, right? The guy who discovered the San Andreas Fault, Andrew Lawson, died on June 16, 1952. Well, he died on a date leaving with 93 numerology. 93 is the 68th composite number. He also died on the 168th day of the year. July 16th leaves 168 days remaining in the year. And earlier this year, on the 68th day of the year, on March 9th, a man with a very similar name as Andrew Lawson, one letter off, Andrew Dawson, was shot on White House grounds because he was armed with a knife and a gun. So Secret Service agents shot him. So one letter off with Andrew Lawson. So I found that interesting as well. One last connection I want to make is the prime number with The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, who starred in the movie San Andreas. We have a backwards 322 connection, prime numbers from the day that The Rock was born. One other thing that caught my eye, I didn't put the slide in here, was the birthday of Andrew Lawson, July 25th. July 25th will be exactly 32201 days after the Golden Gate Bridge was completed. Golden Gate Bridge is in San Francisco. San Francisco named after St. Francis. The Pope was named Francis, right? And he went into the hospital the same amount of days after his birth. 32201 days. That's July 25th. So anyways, I just wanted to share those connections with you guys. We'll see if anything happens on the day. So I will talk to you guys in the next video. Take care.